Hey you guys, it's Moonlander back with another episode of Keeping It Real. So, I missed a couple weeks, but I didn't really see much to discuss other than a few things. Now, I have been keeping my eye out for movies to rent and movies that are going to be coming soon. And I have made a list of a couple that I am excited to see. And now this one I just saw an article about, and there was a trailer. Now it's produced by Xavier Gaines, who did Frontiers, which I was a big fan of. And but it's directed by this Matthew Turi. And I looked at his filmography, and it looks like he was a second unit director or assistant director for the most part. And he was for Inglourious Basterds. So, I mean, that's saying something if you're a part of the making of a Quentin Tarantino movie. So, I don't get a lot out of the trailer. I'm more excited that this Xavier Gaines has something to do with it. And this Matthew Turi seems like an interesting fellow. But at the same time, I didn't really care for The Divide as much as I thought I was going to. Okay, so next we have a movie from Indonesia. And now I tried finding anything about this on IMDb, and there's nothing, not even under the director's filmography. It has another movie in post-production, but I saw this trailer on Bloody Disgusting for this movie called May the Devil Take You. And I thought it looked awesome. And now this movie's supposed to open internationally August 9th, so that's not too far out. And then also I would like to mention, this might have came out in the news a couple weeks ago, I don't remember. But that Neil Blomkamp is doing a Robocop movie called Robocop Returns. And now I did find this article on Forbes.com by this Scott Mendelson. And now he mentions the previous one that had $100 million budget and barely broke even, earning $242 worldwide, just 56 domestic. And he starts commenting on how they're gonna make another one, and what kind of budget is it going to have. And then he goes into some social commentary that is pretty disgusting, I have to say, and I quit reading the article. And then before I end this video, I always say something last that may not really have to do a lot with other things normally on my channel, but just something I'd like to talk about. And I would like to take some time to give tribute to the greatest reality television show of all time.
Hey, hey, what you say? Shut up. What you say? What you talking about? What's up?
And that is 90 Day Fiance, which is a TLC program. And if you've ever watched their reality television, it's pretty dark and disturbing. But anyways, I tried one season of this because it piqued my interest. And I loved it. And I ended up spending like probably $100 so I could watch each season of, I believe, the 5, which I'm just waiting one more week to watch part 2 of the season finale get together where all these couples meet up, or at least the ones that will show up. And now there's After the 90 Days, which is its own series that started like after the second season of the original 90 Day Fiance. And now I watched them all in sequence, and that's how I ended up spending all this money, because they got more expensive as it went on. And the only complaint I would have about the production of this wonderful reality show is that when you watch it and you're like watching episode after episode, it gets really obnoxious how much they flash back and show what's going to happen next. And I mean, you see the same things over and over throughout the whole series probably. But other than that, it's a roller coaster of emotions. You almost feel happy for some of these people, and other times you just can't stop cringing because of how awful the situation or the person is. And now these all vary in type and story, and they quit following some. One of my favorite people that was on this show was this guy named Mohammed that moved here from Tunisia, I think, and he shacked up with this obese, like, woman that was 20 years older than him with like teenage daughters. And long story short, it's a mess. And I think most people would typically side with this woman, but I actually side with this guy because this woman is so awful that it's just hard to stomach.
Be like sitting on the floor, crying, screaming in front of her teenagers. I want my sex tonight. If you don't give me my sex tonight, I will call the immigration. I will get you deported.
And I mean, she really is obnoxious, and like, I think this guy's pretty cool throughout the whole thing, really. And I mean, but yeah, you gotta watch the show because I could go on and on about this Muhammad guy. I'm on his side, but he got off of all social media and said he was done with this whole thing after the last time they showed him at one of these finale get-togethers. He will be missed. But yeah, so if you like good, like, disgusting reality TV like me, then you're gonna love 90 Day Fiance. I highly suggest it. Okay, you guys, thanks for watching, and I'll try making these more often. It's just I really gotta feel compelled to. And when there's a lack of movie news that's relevant to me and what I like, I find it hard. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys.